Welcome to another walk and talk with me. I just come from a gardening job, so I look a little bit weathered, but I'm at a very special place here in the top of the South Island, and it's actually a place where we first landed when we came here to live. And we lived on this campground until we had found a place to live, a place to stay. So first we lived in a house bus for 6 weeks, and then we found a lovely house where we lived for 12 years at least. Yes, 12 years. So yeah, I've got good memories of this place. We had been here before when we traveled New Zealand with our little child, and we stayed here on this campground. So yeah, landing. I have been thinking about ancestry and why it is important, because it never really was important to me. Maybe it's something because I have grown older that it becomes a topic, something that I'm interested in. Have a look at this view. Oh my God, I'm in paradise. Yeah, maybe it's something because I grow older, or also maybe because it is something that is quite important here in New Zealand, especially in the Maori culture. The Maori know their ancestry back generations back until the ancestors who arrived in New Zealand, Aotearoa they call it, many centuries ago. I always felt I was like a world citizen, so I never felt Dutch. Whoopsie! Oh God. Well, we'll cut that out. So I never really felt Dutch either. And when I lived in France, when I was 18 years old, I lived in France for a year, and then later I did my practice for art therapy there, my placement, and I felt, ooh, I feel at home here. This is where I'm probably gonna end up. But no, here I am in the other side of the world in New Zealand, calling this my home for now. And yeah, it is only recently that I have gotten interest in my own ancestry. So yeah, that's why this Rotterdam thing is coming up. But of course also on my mother's side, because I think it's not a Dutch thing. Maybe it is a Dutch thing to look up your ancestors and your family tree, your genealogy. But when you're Dutch, you're Dutch. That's how I always felt, at least. And it was not until I came to the United States in 1998 where I discovered that people there, when they asked where are you from, they didn't say, oh, I'm from New York or I'm from Boston or whatever. No, they said, I'm from Italy. Oh yes, are you from Italy? I'm also from Italy, and I'm from Napoli, and then, or from Greece. And that made me laugh. I didn't understand that, because they were Americans in my opinion, but they somehow felt this need to have proper roots, because I think the United States as a nation is quite a young nation. And the same thing I experience here in New Zealand. There's quite a few people who are very proud to mention that they are from England, or they have a third Scottish or a quarter Irish. And I don't blame them, it's fair enough, but they feel a connection to that other country where their family came from before they came to New Zealand, and that is often not very long ago. Sometimes it is just a few generations back, when they came on the ships to New Zealand for a new life. So yeah, somehow it has got my interest too, and I'm looking into my ancestry. And yeah, I was starting to talk about my mother's side. She is from a family that is partly Dutch and partly from Austria. So it is. I have also Austrian blood, and recently I really discovered that actually there's also some Hungarian and something else. I can't remember what, but I will look it up because I think it's so fascinating and interesting. So so I have other blood in my blood as well. So I don't know what you think, what you can make of that, but I find it fascinating, and yeah, we're gonna do a little research when I'm in the Netherlands. My uncle, apparently he has done quite a lot of genealogy of this family on my mother's side. So I hope to hear more of that and maybe see some paperwork and photos. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying this beautiful view. Look at that. Look how calm it is. Calm sea. We live in paradise. We really do. All right, I'll see you in the next. Bye.